this is Sharon from Sharonatsea, and if you are planning a trip to St. Maarten, or some people may pronounce it St. Maarten, little Eastern Caribbean island, in the near future, or maybe even the not so near future, I have a list of things for you to check out that you're not going to want to miss. All right, let's start with something that a lot of people are interested in doing when visiting the Caribbean, and that's going snorkeling. I'm going to give you a couple options for some kind of boating tours where you can kind of sightsee, see the island, and also go snorkeling. So one to start with would be Captain Allen's Boat Charters. That's a really great company. They've been in business for a while now. You can book direct on their website. There is an additional fee to get to the place that you're going to take off from the boat, but you can either take a taxi there or you can contact Captain Allen direct for arrangements on how to get there. It usually costs about $12 per person to get there, but their tours usually include, you know, some beach time, lunch, and the maximum amount of people they usually take is 12. So you're not going to be there with a huge crowd of people. Another option would be Captain Bob's Destination Boat Tours. They've been in business for several years as well, so they're a very reputable company. They offer snorkeling tours. You can see the entire island. They include lunch as well, and guests are limited with their company as well for a nice personalized experience. So those are two companies you might want to check into if you're planning on doing a snorkeling tour in St. Maarten, if you're going to venture out and do it on your own, because they're very reputable, and I would highly recommend both of those. They get 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor as well. So if you're looking for snorkeling, those are two companies to check out. Now, we're going to move on to something really fun. All right, guys, check this out. If you like to drink beer and you like to do something a little active and just fun, how about going on a 14-person beer bike? That's right, a beer bike. You can enjoy pedaling on a 14-person mobile bar while enjoying some ice-cold beer. The beer bike tour lasts about an hour, and it will take you all along the boardwalk, the Great Bay Beach in Phillipsburg. You can book this through islandpedals.com, and I will be putting all these links in the description box below for you. But this is just really cool. They do have 2 bikes, so they can hold up to 28 people total at one time. So if you maybe have a party of 28, you know, they will take both their bikes out and kind of be back to back. So, but that sounds like a real party. That sounds really fun, and it's just totally different. So if you're going with a group of people, maybe a bunch of friends, spring break crowd, whatever, that sounds awesome. Now I'm going to tell you about a couple little hidden gems that I think are really cool, and a lot of people don't know about them. So the first one is Lottery Farms, and this is a natural private sanctuary. It's on 135 acres with adventure obstacle courses, as well as hiking, trails, zip lines. I mean, it's really cool. There is a pool and a lounging area, which was rebuilt in 2018 after Hurricane Irma damaged much of the island. There's also a bar and eatery on site as well. So this is a really cool place if you just kind of want to get away, do something a little active, also relax, and just have the beauty of St. Maarten. All right, my other little hidden gem is the Nature Tides Pools. And this is a really beautiful place. You can take a taxi from the port to Guana Bay for about $5 per person and have them drop you off right at the end of the road, the south end of the beach. The trail will start there, and it's clearly marked the entire way. So you just follow it along. You'll need to head towards the prominent rocky point, and that's where you'll see in the distance kind of off to the south, and you'll hike there for about 45 minutes, and you will then come to the natural pool. It's a large and deep enough for several people at a time to swim and check out the fish. There are a few sea urchins there though, so do take your water shoes. So this is really a great option to do. I will not suggest this for young children though. I would say if you're kind of preteens to teenagers to adults, and you're able to walk and hike a little bit, then this is definitely a wonderful option. It is, like I said, it is definitely paradise. Make sure if you do go here and you head out, take some sunscreen, maybe a hat, bring your towel, and definitely bring water shoes. Water shoes are a definite here. And there you go. and that is my other hidden gem, and I can't, this is really an awesome choice. All right, and for you adventure seekers out there that like to get on the ATVs and ride around, I'm going to tell you about a tour that is awesome. And if you are even thinking about riding ATVs or anything in St. Maarten, you need to check out this company. It is Splash in the Sun Tours, and Sherry is the owner. She's amazing. We just recently took a tour with her, and let me tell you a little bit about our tour, because it was probably out of our 25 cruises and all the different excursions we have done, this has probably been one of our top ones. So there you go. This was an outside excursion from the cruise port, so you had to kind of walk out a little ways. We were met there. We got on the back of some ATVs, and he drove us over to where the little shop is where you pick up the ATVs. We met Sherry, and Sherry personally took us on a tour. When there's smaller groups or families, she tends to take them out on her own. If it's a larger group, sometimes the other guys will take them out. But it was really nice, because if it's just a family, she'll kind of personalize it and make it more like a private tour. So that is really awesome. So we got up, we rode all around the island. And when I say all around the island, I mean literally all around the island. We went from all the way to the French side, the Dutch side. We saw just like all kinds of local things. We actually did a little off-roading as well. We went all the way up to the top of the island at Parody Peak, where it's the highest point of the entire island, and looked down, and there were some amazing views there. She took us for some local lunch, kind of off the beaten path. That was very interesting, but it was, oh my gosh, it was some of the best food there. It was so good. It was a 6-hour tour. It was a very long day. Very reasonably priced, just kind of competitive to most other prices out there, especially for what you get. And anyways, I can't say enough about it. So if you want to ride ATVs in St. Maarten, this is definitely the place to check it out. Splash in the Sun Tours. And I will post the link in the description below where you can book directly with Sherry there. All right, now let's talk a little bit about beaches, because a lot of people like to head to the islands and just go to the beach. So I'm going to talk about one of the most popular beaches in St. Maarten, and that is Maho Beach. And people go there, not so much for the beach. I think they go there because the big thing is seeing the airplanes fly right over the beach, because they're landing right there at the airport. So they want to get pictures and videos of that, and that's a really cool thing to check out. The beach is nice itself as well, but there is a whole beach area there. You can rent lounge chairs and hang out there all day. There is a little area there where you can get food. There is a pizza place. There is a bar. There is a little pool there as well. It's a very small pool, and there is a charge to use it, but it is there. There's tables to eat at. There's a little gift shop there. So there's lots of little things. You could just hang out there all day for the day and have an awesome time as well. I will say, if you're trying to check out, if you really want to check out the planes, don't go really early in the morning. The bigger planes tend to come around early afternoon, about 1-ish or so. You'll find the biggest planes coming in on most days. Of course, the schedule can change. So that's a cool place to hang out and check out the beach, and just say you've been there. Take your picture with your hands up so it looks like the plane's kind of right over your head. So that's a real touristy thing to do. All right, the next beach I'm going to talk about is Coi Beach, and it is on the southwest tip of the island. Coi, it's kind of set in between 3 beaches, and it's surrounded by limestone cliffs. It is also the last beach on the Dutch side before crossing the northern French border. So the sunsets there are amazing. So if you're there later in the day into the evening, it's a beautiful place to be. Now, I will say, families, it is a clothing optional beach. Well, there is a clothing optional section, I guess, of the beach, not the whole beach. It is a free beach, but there are some paid parking lots adjacent to the beach. If you're maybe rented a car, you're actually driving there. Otherwise, you can just take a taxi there. But it is a beautiful beach and has some of the most awesome sunsets. So, like I said, if that's your kind of place, you don't mind the clothing optional thing, that's a beach to head over and check out. All right, here's one of my favorite beaches in St. Maarten, and it is Little Bay Beach. And it is only about 2 miles from the port, and it's right there by Divvy Resort. You can just go there and spend the whole day. There's lounge chairs, umbrellas, you can rent snorkel gear, wave runners, paddle boards, and just many other like fun toys. The sand is like super soft. The water has that nice beautiful turquoise color, and it's perfect for swimming, just hanging out, playing in the waves. And there's restaurants, bars, there's bathroom facilities. And like I said, it's only a couple miles from the port, and it only takes you maybe about 10 to 15 minutes to get there by taxi. So this is a great family option to do if you want to just hang out at the beach all day. Another fun thing to do is if you just want to kind of get out off the ship and walk around, not really do much, kind of have a chill day, is head to the boardwalk. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the cruise port. You can just kind of walk down there. There's a beach there you can hang out on. There are restaurants, there are bars, just all kinds of little beach options, shopping. It's just a great place to hang out and people watch. And like I said, it's just a few minutes from the cruise port. It's really just a good place if you just kind of want to get off, but you really don't want to do anything for the day. Definitely head over to the boardwalk and check that out. You just get a little bit of a feel for St. Maarten and see a little bit of the beauty. All right, and lastly, if you do not want to do anything in St. Maarten, at least get off the ship and check out the port area. There are things to do around the port. There is some shopping, there's some bars, restaurants, just things to kind of hang out and do. So please get off and just check it out a little bit at least. You do not want to miss out on the beauty of St. Maarten. It's a beautiful island. It's one of our favorites. So if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to our channel if you are not subscribed already. We do post videos weekly. We post cruise vlogs, cruise news, cruise tips, lots of information about cruising. We try to share as much information as we know with you guys. So there you go. Hope you have a wonderful time when you visit St. Maarten. And until next time, happy cruising!